for the good
What
luck.
do we expect on this board? Do we think Gukesh is going to take
We'll find out the moves very, very shortly, right?
D4?
I see
It
D4.
seems like on both boards where India is white, they're playing D4. Now we see potential deep zone. We'll see. That is, we see some media representative from C-squared Pontus.
Exactly, of course, where he should be next to Fabiano Caruana, right?
We have to congratulate him for catching that angle shot.
Yes.
And G3, an invitation to the Catalan, right now by Gukesh.
Yeah, you could play something like C5 and play a Benoni.
Will not be tired.
I have a feeling there was a round where
very
Rybak
well
won
could be.
against Predke and Gukesh made a draw against
Very
somebody.
well could be, yes.
I think Gukesh still has decided today in this match, and we can just talk a little bit about the importance of the last rounds.
Yeah, there's already something to talk about on the
Yes.
board,
Really?
which,
Okay.
which answers the question Christian asked, I think, at least in terms of strategy from Team US. Because Fabi, if we go through the game here, after c4, e6, g3, Fabi says Catalan, yes please, and then makes this move knight c6, which is, I think, exceedingly rare. If you go knight f3, it will no longer be rare. Black will, I'm pretty sure, take on c4 here. And you can do it in the other move order. You can absolutely take c4, knight f3, knight c6. And I'm guessing the issue here is Fabi does not want to even allow the move queen a4 check. It's not
We'll see if he takes on c4, if knight f3 is going to land on the board. We might even see some other surprises in this one. I have a feeling this one is going to be a big theoretical battle, depending very much on what Gukesh does next.
For now, he is still thinking, because obviously this is a little bit of a surprise. As I mentioned, this is not... No, let me check how many times this has been played. 77 sounds like a large number of games, but considering that after Bishop G2 we probably have like 6,000 of them. 10,000, I was lowballing apparently. Out of 10,000 games reaching this position, we have 77 games only with the move knight c6. So,
And we have a very cool new shot, as you can see. How would you call this shot? Airplane mode?
yeah,
How would you call it?
yeah, and
It's not a bird's eye view,
it's particularly nice because the pieces start looking a little bit like checkers.
Exactly. Exactly.
So they're differently shaped checkers.
Yes.
between Levon Aronian and Vida Gujarati. That one looks like it's heading towards a balance, a draw. So, Danya, as we look here, I mean, Fabi's just down 2 pawns to me.
And in terms of the storyline, if Fabi had drawn and this match ends in a draw, it might not have changed the outcome. So obviously, India is going to be ecstatic if Gukesh can pull this out, because the best way to survive under pressure in the last round is not to have any pressure in the last round. My coach told me, you want to get a GM norm and you don't want to have a must win, get the norm with 8 rounds, right, with a round to spare. That's what they might be doing here, Robert.
Their play has been incredible, and Gukesh, he is leading from the top. The strength that he has shown throughout this Olympiad against Wei Yi, that was one of the most memorable games. And he said, don't just remember that one. How about this game? Approaching move 40, mutual time trouble, that black pawn on d2, and finding rook f4, and all of the correct sequences to give him the upper hand. Danya, I think that Fabi could throw in the towel here. He's down 2 pawns. He doesn't have anything to go after. Team USA is in trouble on another board, but they, I think, are just lost on this one.
And looking at the Arjun game, listen, Arjun is
Notoriously slow-moving pieces, and there we see an actual result. Fabiano Caruana signs the score sheet, the second Olympiad in a row. Gukesh takes down Caruana. Gukesh wins this game for India, and now the question is on his teammates, but there is no questioning, Danya, Gukesh's strength.
Oh, they're questioning the critical moments of the game. 2 professionals, they are. Fabi, a bitter pill to swallow. Remember, it's a team tournament, but also for these players to put everything on the line. It's still a tournament where their individual results matter, especially given the individual board medals. Gukesh, 8 out of 8 in the previous Olympiad. A very tough act to follow, but I think he's making it happen.
I think he's been even better this time around. It's hard to improve on such a performance, but before this round he was 7 and 8. Now he's 8 out of 9. We see the coach celebrating his player because they may be celebrating a gold medal if Arjun Erigaisi can defeat Lenier Dominguez. But Gukesh, he is incredible. What an exceptional talent who is on a career peak heading into a World Championship match.